Let's take a look now at how the starter game version of Play on Words is played. The dealer deals out 8 stacks of cards, typically 5 cards in each stack, but for this demo, we'll just put 3 in each stack. As they turn them over, these are the 8 cards that are flipped over when player 1 begins play. On his or her turn, they make one word of 3 or more letters, and they choose to make the word mile. Now player 2 begins their turn by flipping over every card from stacks used by player 1 to get back to 8 face-up cards. They too make one word of 3 or more letters, but any remaining letters they can play on their opponent's word. So player 2 chooses to play food. And in addition, they play the S on mile to make smile, and when you play on, you move that word to your side of the table. Now player 1 goes by flipping over the cards again to get back to the 8 face-up cards. From that formation, they play one 3 or more letter word. They choose to play tax, but they also play the L on food to make flood, and then move that to their side of the table. So it's a tug of war with words. Now player 2 replenishes the formation back to 8 face-up cards. From that, they choose to play cart, but they also play the I on tax to make taxi and move that word to their side of the table. Now player 1 brings the formation back to 8 face-up cards, and from that formation they choose to play poet. In addition, they play the E on cart and rearrange to make trace. That is a rearranged play on. Now player 2 replenishes the formation back to 8 face-up cards by sliding cards into open spots from other stacks with more cards. And this is their new formation. So from that new group of cards, they choose to make one word, and they are going to make chat, but in addition, they're making 2 play-ons. They're playing the M on poet to make tempo, and they're playing the E on trace and rearranging to make create. So now, player 2 is well into the lead. Player 1 turns over the remaining cards that they can, and from this they make one word. They are going to make 4, and in addition, they're playing the I and the V on create to make creative. Now we're at the end of this game, and there are no more cards in the formation. To determine the winner, players count up the number of letters in words on their side of the table, and the combo cards count 2 points. If you look at this, player 2 has won this round 18-16. You play best out of 3 or 5 as players decide to determine the winner of the match. And that's how you play the starter game version of Play on Words.